I'm Bryony Gorman, the Corporate Travel Manager at Womble Bond Dickinson, and I lead our internal travel team overseeing all employee travel requirements. Travel plays a major role in any firm's net zero strategy, as it's typically one of the high contributors for Scope 3 emissions. It's high impact, it's high volume, it's highly visible, but it's also highly controllable with the right measures. Balancing lower travel emissions with cost, duty of care and Womble Bond Dickinson's growth ambitions is complex. We continue to invest considerable time managing these competing priorities and also looking at delivering new ways of working. In a law firm, travel is often essential for delivering work for clients, so we have to try and distinguish between what is necessary versus what is discretionary, and that can be quite challenging. We want colleagues to have opportunities to meet, to collaborate and to build new relationships, but we have to remember that each trip does add on to our emissions. So our task is to try and find the right balance between enabling valuable engagement through travel whilst also trying to reduce our environmental impact. In July 2025, we launched an updated travel policy which followed a year-long review focused on emissions reduction and duty of care, ensuring our approach to business travel was really about making travel matter. Reducing emissions from business class flights quickly became quite a key priority for us, as this was where we'd identified a disproportionately higher level of emissions that contributed to our carbon footprint. And it was an area where we felt that if we had a bit of clearer guidance, it could drive really meaningful change. We tightened eligibility criteria and we introduced a £300 carbon tariff on all business class flights, and these funds that were generated would be directed to our Responsible Business Fund, which was about supporting environmental projects. The approach was deliberately about discouraging unnecessary business travel rather than trying to rely on offsetting, whilst also still enabling international travel through lower emission options. It has been a really successful programme for us, and it has delivered what we estimate to be about a 30% year-on-year reduction in business class flights. Alongside this, Neil Wheeler, Matt Swift and myself were very proud to support the Legal Sustainability Alliance in developing Every Step Counts, a practical guide to business travel. This guide provided best practice on reducing travel emissions, from building a business case, improving data and updating policy through to effective implementation. As we move into the next financial year, we are looking at developing new initiatives to continue to reduce our travel-related emissions as part of our near and our long-term targets under the Science Based Targets Initiative, or SBTi. We have very important milestones ahead of us over the next few years and months, and we are focusing on trying to find the most effective pathways to meet those targets.